carry that in throw inside dustbin, go be like say you won't go start all over again. The process no easy. Say go make changes. They talk plenty things, so they talk plenty things, address plenty matter. What would they encourage everybody and say do your research, find out who the presidential candidates be, check their background, look for their plans for inside our country, Nigeria. At the end, make your choice and vote your conscience. Now, our third story, a major story on top of accident.
And our first story, the Academic Staff Union of University don't enter news again. Oh. And what will be this news? What will be the matter where they carry come this time around? Well, as we don't come and talk, say, look, say then they go for, that they protest again. And this time around, then they protest for a particular day, a single day. And this protest got to do with they have salary, where they pay them for this month when they resume work. Say, why they go pay them half salary? What one call the half salary? And according to what the Oga that is ASU president talk, he talks this particular one-day strike action where they want to declare, say no lectures go hold that day, and they also can't go for the talk. Say, look, now for the various branches now of ASU offices, now they go do it, now they go conduct this strike action, this protest, and he also talk. Say, look, say. Every branches gets to choose their own day. No be more say everybody go do the same day way the headquarters go do. So make they do it, make them choose their various dates to do it, to protest this one day protest, just to declare their unsatisfaction until the fact say government give them half salary when they resume work. And what be this way they debate for? Say pay us our full salary. Make we no go see another do it in another strike action. We go stretch, reach, and only God knows when. Well, now final story be that, and as it be right now, make we sharply enter this market. What will come back from this market? We go sunch our mouth into the matter and open our phone lines now to call in and contribute. Will they come? Talk about that. You have to the government something we don't hear. They will seal up their ear. Once they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep. Come back, the program still remains as it is hot. And before we go that particular break, we'll launch in 4 interesting stories. And from these particular stories, at least, we will go through them again. And once we go through them, we'll also open our phone lines for now also to call in and contribute to the quota. We're telling about, of course, the stepping down level where Kwankwanso, that is NNPP presidential candidate, where he come and talk, say, then they tell us make a step down, make a step down, make a step down for another candidate we come from the region where he come from. Well, in the document talk, say, well, I'm not stepping down from anybody. I have that same fundamental right where everybody get, every presidential candidate get to do it, to contest for this particular position. And from there, we can also enter into the, we can also talk about the PDP crisis, where the G5, that is the G5 governors, made up of the governor of Rivers State, Benue, Enugu, Abia, and Oyo State, where they come and talk, say, well, say their G5 level, then stand for equity, fairness, and justice. Say, how you must go, and for them to say, yes, we can work together again. And from that one, we can also tell them about ASU say that they go on one day protest, one day strike, that is one day protest, until see them pay them half salary. Until see them pay them half salary. Say it is so unfair. How they also make their resume work, because they pay them half salary. And from that one, we can also go enter, talk about and what we get to do it. The presidential debate, town hall meeting where they hold, where we say the people who hold down a particular strong TV station, now them hold down and then conduct them. And of course, the different presidential candidates come and talk of different things where they go do if they elect them as president. These are the 4 stories where we don't launch now. I'll go open our phone lines very soon now for now to call in, contribute, make we also get our opinion. Now,
make it not be say we just use our mouth, tell you now, or we play some people own, we don't play other people own. Make we play and make una watch out by yourself. Tell us what you wanna think about how they take answer this very important question them. Make una watch on top of accident.
The creation of state police, which will mean amending this constitution at item number 45 in the exclusive legislative list. Down in our laws, there are room for local government police. And About the vigilantes that are coming up across the country, they should be allowed to operate. But the critical question is how they can effectively work with arms. And then that is the conundrum where headsmen have AK-47, and then people who are fashioned to secure towns and villages are denied the same. But there's something, let me put it with all respect, that I'm tinkering with. Could we give military training to people going to youth service corps 8 months out of 12 months and begin a regime to beef up our people? We are a bit too docile. And when they think they can take us for anything they want, then they can storm your home. But if you know there's a young man here who has been through military training for 8 months in his youth service, you will think twice about getting into that house. And then we'll begin to become a better, a more strengthened society.
I think what the states are telling us is that Nigeria is ripe for that restructuring we've been asking for. And because we delayed it, governors are acting on their own. But the creation of sometimes rogue security units will never help Nigeria. So what I would encourage us to do, and what I want to do, is to junket the 1999 constitution created by the military. Let the Nigeria nation create its own its own constitution that is not a fraudulent document as we have now. And that constitution will address the issue of state police, address the issue of local government police, address the issue of even campus police. Every of these units should be able to have their security units. Where I live in the US, the town where I live is not up to 3,000 people. They have their own police with 7 vehicles. I'm sure they probably have more vehicles than some state police commands in Nigeria. I'm exaggerating. Fact checkers, you don't have to worry about that. Yes. But the truth is that until we fix that constitution and allow states, local governments, towns, cities to have their own security units and not the ones controlled or formed by governors who, whenever nobody's watching, we're going to use them to rig election or beat up people. Because if we do that, then we can train all of these police units in a unified way. And the federal police can intervene if they go rogue. There's no need to put them under the federal mercenary system we call security now.
I think as a government, I will not allow a situation where you have regional, police that were formed out of desperation, because why? If you do that, it's a recipe for disembankment of the country itself, because this security outfit came out of frustration. It's not something that was discussed on the basis of the need to have it as a nation. So I will not allow that to happen. What I will do is to allow the Constitution to take its course, meaning that if you look at the Constitution we have in this country, it's a living document. The National Assembly members are supposed to, whenever the need arises, do the needful, which is to either look at the exclusive legislative list of the Constitution and take what does not belong there anymore because of the time that has passed and things have changed, and put it on concurrent list, like the state police we are talking about. The National Assembly should deal effectively with that, not out of frustration. Segments of the country will now bring out their own security outfit. Those will be outfits that will be antagonizing the national security that you are trying to solve, which means it is a wrong way to go.
At the federal level, there is an existing constitution that I'm going to swear on May 29 to uphold. Within that constitution, I have all it takes to eliminate crime. And the 2 steps to take to eliminate crime is to eliminate crime within government. That is the hardest thing to do in Nigeria. one of the reasons why we don't have an efficient police system is that if we had an efficient police system, half of those who are in government will be in jail. So it is not in the interest of government as it is today to have an effective police. But they need the police for VIP protection. So I will make that difference. Now, if you remove criminality from the street, I need to create ad hoc mechanism to deal with it will not arise. If there were no herdsmen killing farmers and no farmers retaliating by rustling cattle or killing cattle, there will be no crisis in the land. So the first thing for me as president is to ensure that I deliver the federal mandate. The second stage is for long-term peace of the country, is to talk to Nigerians, especially those in parliament, at the federal and state level, to see where we can create a system where the policing is done at the level closest to where the crime is. There is no reason for someone who lost his cattle in Funtua to have to come to Abuja to seek police help. Or somebody in Okiogun who is a farmer who is being attacked by a herdsman to come and call the IG of police in Abuja. We deal with that. But the most important thing happening in this country today is that law enforcement and rule of law must go away from the hand of the government to a police and judicial system that is independent of the government. And that's the...
Una don't hear the presidential candidates of the AAC, APGA, ADP, and also the SDP. They explain the constitution and everything wey concern state police inside of Nigeria. Even like some of them agree, say that our constitution, we need to wash our eyes with warm water, look am well, do the thing, make the thing better, so that everybody inside of Nigeria belle go dey sweet when we dey see things as they happen inside of Nigeria. This is the time where we go open our telephone lines. Any of the 4 tori wey we drop, including this major tori, make it not be like, because we don't promise una say every presidential candidate or all the political parties, they will get representation. Make it not be like say we dey follow some people, we know they follow some people. Remember, 18 presidential candidates, meaning 18 different political parties, now go participate for the federal level. And we also they tell us say, not be only president we go vote for 2023. Whether now governors for the 28 states when they go do governorship election, or now those will go represent you for the National Assembly or state houses of assembly. Shine your eyes, do the right thing so that we will get the right people inside government. Our phone lines now don't they open.
And I'm looking at that various talk from the different presidential candidates. Of course, it will give now the option to listen attentively and to know whether waiting one particular presidential candidate, waiting talk, whether it's sweet to your belly. And these are the ways where you go feel know the kind of person where you go say you go feel vote for. Ibrahim, we'll get our first caller. And welcome to Ask in the Hot.
My name is Pere. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah, I want to shoot my foot for the Asu matter.
Okay, we hear you.
My problem I get with these people is that waiting with their problem. Maybe say they don't want to settle lecturers so that make them fully go back to work. I mean, they like them as a student, they always go for house. It is good for them because of say they carry their children, they don't go abroad. They go school. They know what another people's children to go school for this country. You know they good now. Why they not go settle with the lecturers then? Why they not go pay them their salary in full? So that many people go, many lecturers and go back to work, to school, so that many students go back, go learn, graduate from school. Over many more these students run there for house. They run there for house. They need to learn nothing. Then these people they're very happy. They keep them for house. If not their children, they go like them. To make our government make them reason and say these students they don't students long for house.
Very true.
They don't do anything for us. If not their children, they don't go like them.
Very true. Oga Perry, thank you very much for your important contribution. We get Emmanuel on top of our telephone line. EMMA Ima. Welcome to Ask in the Hot.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Emma.
I want to come for this way they happen for Nigeria.
Talk your mind.
Okay.
Number one, for this ASU issue, federal government they pay us to half salary, say they no go work. But how many of them don't ever collect half salary? Even Buhari, we don't go overseas and stay 3 months, come back, he still receive full salary. The legislators, they go research, come back. Everybody for Nigeria they work, yes, they receive salary. So how come say now for us to get they want to start to pay half salary. And we never yet say anybody don't receive half salary for any other place apart from ASU. This is the way this government they do no good because they kill Nigeria gradually. Everything for Nigeria don't change completely. And we are saying no to that. The thing we say, may everybody saying I come next year. Secondly, on the issue of Kwankwanso stepping down for anybody, whether Atiku or Tinubu, now they say he not have play the politics. In politics, maybe he's just a gambler. But if na person will want stand and defend what he believes, I won't make him follow in mind. In mind, they say he won't become the president of the country, and he's a citizen of the country. Make him stand, make him not allow anybody check out. Make him go to 23. Maybe God will bring somebody who will change this something. Then the third thing I want to talk about the issue of the presidential debate when they talk. The presidential candidate of ATP, in talk say he still believe for the constitution of this country. I know so say that man know what he talk. The constitution of this country is very, very, very bad. Make it look very, very well. You go to say the whole power where this country there on top middle of the country will be say president. The president no approve. You know go work.
All right, okay, Emmanuel, thank you very much. It's good as you touch all the topics there. Now, verse, our phone lines they ring people plenty. Good evening and welcome to our city out.
Abednego.
Good evening, Chukudi and Unku.
We greet you, Abednego.
Now, me throw a salute pass from this side.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Yes, so first and foremost, let me start by saying that I agree with Shawara from what he said yesterday. In the 100% correct, because now last week, Sunday, all of them supposed to be on top of that town hall meeting where they say stop. But then we understand that at the same time, one thing that we might look at why it's not possible is the fact that imagine them taking 18 presidential candidates, then that's not possible. It could also be that he's technically speaking for himself to say, yo, I'm not supposed to be in this badge. I deserve to be in the first place. So how did I get here? Now, to the issue of ASU, right now, a lot of us are the ones that are suffering it. So even if they go home for 6 months, it is we who have not even gotten in that would keep. I gave you guys a report the last time I spoke to you on what is happening and then how much more. I have spoken to, do you know that there are some people right now in school that are in a mass comm department that I am going through their assignments with them. And I'm not even there because why? They are not really fit. How much more when you go can't destroy them more by going on more strikes? Why? We don't need this thing. We need to figure out a way out. If not, it might pile up and at some point, everybody go turn tech bro and tech sisters.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much, Abednego, for that punchline where you drop. And from there, Blasi will get another person with their telephone line. Samuel calling us from Jos. Good evening, Samuel. Welcome to Ask It Hot.
Yeah, good evening, good evening. I've been watching you guys. Talking about this issue of Asware, I think the matter is just a matter of place priority and high level of selfishness. A high level of selfishness. How can you tell me what happened to the Sani Abacha look that we were talking about? That money alone can satisfy the whole of Asware. Change. It was following a very, very
Chai, Samuel, we don't lose that particular call. But as we talk right now, we'll get somebody with their telephone line. And from Lagos here, they call us. Good evening and welcome to Ask It Hot.
Miriam.
Good evening.
Madam Miriam.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Other material, welcome back.
Thank you.
Back to the matter. Education is the bedrock of any developing nation. In fact, any solid nation, the bedrock is education. Our senators keep going on research. In fact, the time they spend in their chambers is like 3 times in a year, but they receive their full salary, full allowance. Our president sometimes will spend 1 month, 6 weeks away, but they will still pay him his salary. Then why are you paying us to have salary? What are you looking for? What do you intend to achieve by giving them their half salary? And I blame ASU for not sticking to the terms of the agreement. I didn't think they were strong-headed. After 28 months, look at the result. Now they have gone back. I know it's by court order, but I didn't think they want to cut through to counter that very particular verdict. I think they will not get to this point. They are really destroying the future of tomorrow. That is why you see bandits the radio everywhere. Our youth are subjected to scam and so many things. Go and pick your PVC, so go and pick your PVC. You don't read. God bless us all.
Miriam, thank you very much. It's good as you end with that message. Say make everybody go out, go collect their PVC. Make we also beg INEC because now the work of INEC for those who say don't register after they check out, make them give people their PVC so that people go fit participate for this election because now the future of our country now we want secure. Still staying inside Lagos. We get another person on top of our telephone line. Good evening and welcome to Accident.
Archie.
Good evening. Well done, my brother.
We greet you.
You people are doing a great job.
Thank you very much.
I beg, we don't need this strike. Oh, enough of all this strike. Our government should do something, just like the other caller said. That education is the best drug of any nation. Please, after solid 6 months, some of these children, I beg God will help us. We should look just the way we can plead with the government. Let them pay them. Because it's lecturer will chop food belly food, we get food for belly. Now you go feel can make the lecture. When you don't get food for something, how you go feel the happy to give it to lecture students? You understand? I beg, even this half salary they say they give them, it's not even up to half. According to some of these students that have gone back to school, we heard that with information that we got that reach us, some people they pay them 5,000. The basis it just depends on the category they are around, their destination. They pay them like that. How much is 10,000? How much 20,000? What will they do in their life? You understand? I mean, this government should wake up. They should wake up in tight time. Because everything should not be politics. Let them pay the lecturer. They are right. Let them pay them so that they can give the best to the students, our children. And now shop the phone and they stand because they want one lecture, we go happy. You understand? Because they have a family too. They have family. And you will see our senator, you say they will just sit down, someone sit down, someone throw shares. They break each other head at the end, they are going home every month with millions. I beg, and these are the lecturers, these are the teachers that taught them. And they know those people that taught them. And they are speaking their children, they are not in the country, they are outside the country. Look at it, it's the children of the masses that will not face this suffering. I beg they should wake up.
Thank you.
The way we are going. Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much. Make them wake up. Make them wake up. And I be their own talk. And
make them no sleep.
And from there, Lucky, talk to us.
Ukubio, Alpha, my senior brother.
I greet you.
You see, as the whole thing be now, all these people were in the government. As you see all of them there, do their parents pay school fees for them? Their children, their parents don't pay school fees for them. All of them go free education. Free education, now all of them go. So a person when you don't know the value of education, how can he have something in his mind to pity the poor people on the street? All of them. I don't blame them. As you see all of them, they are not blame all of them. Now the senators with the House of Rep people, when we get, they're not happy their work. Because if they happy their work, all these problems not go there. But my prayer be say, you could be with your junior brother when they there. Make una be preaching well, make una tell people, make they go collect their PVC.
PVC, yes.
All these yama people, those people when they wear pampers, when not they do well, make them promote them. Find better people when you go make our children go school and make things easier for we.
Thank you very, very much, Oga Lucky. And from this particular note, make me and my junior brother, Ezugo Chukudi, make we sharply go this break as Oga Lucky talk.
Which one be make you and your junior brother? I dey follow you drag age before.
Just try remind you.
I know say you be my uncle now. Me, I know even be your younger brother. I be your nephew, you be my uncle.
No, we are not from the same family.
Now my
just like the government uncle down here, they will seal up their ear. When they seal up their ear, they will go back to sleep.
My people, how na dey? Shebi una know say we don move from UHF 57 go UHF 33. Just dey your house, carry remote, we scan your television to UHF 33. Wazobia Max TV, better entertainment.
government has failed, by my own estimation.
Person when we say, when it come to news work, he be senior man.
The level of suffering in this country. Vote for the person who will improve your life, because after this 2023, there will be no excuses.
For talking, he be senior man.
They know that the man has difficulty. From health challenge to name it, it is there for you to see. The world has changed. That's why I tell you that people don't think, they don't think deeply. This election will go happen, go be baba. Like, it go be baba.
We deserve a round of applause. Yes. T-Day today. And this, now I say they are.
Acid Hot Friday special with Jimmy Disu live every Friday 7 p.m. on Top Wazobia Max TV.
Like, what if you never get to blow? Like, what if you never make it in life? What do you want to do with your life?
A lot of men, divorce is rampant.
It's not just about the interview, but about the connection.
I was a props man, the car props man. I was a producer.
Wow. Sweet, I'll be like...
I can't play your part, you can't play my part. You know, we have a lot of great conversations on With Today, but there are some of them that I say you have to watch.
Until you normalize mistake, you will never enjoy your life.
Yes.
Dr. Makinde said, Mika, this is prolapse.
But there was no one to take care of me.
I don't want to break down. Ow.
With Trudy showing Sundays 5 p.m. on Wazobia Max TV.
Broadcast journalist Uncle Jimmy Disu.
This government has failed, by my own estimation.
Person when we say, when it come to news work, he be senior man.
The level of suffering in this country. Vote for the person who will improve your life, because after this 2023, there will be no excuses.
For talking, he be senior man.
They know that the man has difficulty. From health challenge to name it, it is there for you to see. The world has changed. That's why I tell you that people don't think, they don't think deeply. This election will go happen, go be baba. Like, it go be baba.
We deserve a round of applause. Yes. T-Day today. And this, now I say they are.
Acid Hot Friday special with Jimmy Disu live every Friday 7 p.m. on Top Wazobia Max TV.
Ogbonge broadcast journalist Uncle Jimmy Disu.
This government has failed, by my own estimation.
Person when we say, when it come to news work, he be senior man.
The level of suffering.
When we say my papa tell me, you want to follow me?
Which your papa tell you? I know
my papa younger brother. You be my papa younger brother.
My papa tell me say I get the family the bear is you.
You be my papa younger brother. You are my uncle. I'm your nephew.
No, you are
because
like
as Ogalok it say younger brother, it can't be like say the difference between me and you now 15 years. Something when they reach like 39 years. We know these things now, Uncle B. You did there 1960 now. You know they there. I see you for video now as the Queen and Tafawa Balewa then they drive for road. You follow the way flag. The picture there now. Make them bring out the picture.
Oh, I don't suffer.
Our people when they for house, they take calls. People they chook mouth into all the topics when we say we carry come. This matter, it take concern ASU. It be like say this problem no go get end. Because if people go strike for 8 months and then come back. After all the talk where they talk, quarrel still dey ground, and standing quarrel. As they concern, say, when they come, una pay them pro rata. According to what the minister talk, pro rata, and say, they go calculate the number of times where you come. They go come out the one where we say you no come, and they don't pay them. Then they complain. Josephine, they call us from Warri on top of our telephone line. Josephine, welcome to Asidat.
Josephine, you there?
Hello, good evening, Oga Ukubia, Oga Chukudi.
Good evening.
Greet you.
Madam Josephine calling from Warri.
Madam Josephine, you're welcome.
I want to mouth for this ASU strike issue.
Okay.
I'm not going to blame our lecturers and our government. Because these people, most of them benefited from free education. So if they benefit from it, why not punishing the youth, the leaders of tomorrow? It is uncalled for. It is very uncalled for. This is heartbreaking because after spending 8 months at home, you now pay them half salary. Meanwhile, the doctors that went on strike, when they reviewed their salaries, they paid full. The doctors is important. The lecturers are important because without the lecturers, there will be no doctors. Is it because most of them, their children are schooling abroad? It is high time our government should wake up to the responsibility. Education is the bedrock of every society. If you want your society to move forward, the education system should work from the primary down to the tertiary institution, not only putting emphasis on things that are not important. The government has failed. APC government has failed Nigeria as a whole. And it is high time the Nigerian people should come out and make a change come 2023. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Madam Josephine, for that strong contribution. We done them sunshos here. And the massive right now, the Basa CD very much on our telephone. I see they very open for now to call in and contribute. And looking at other areas of job, like say the major to carry first for this ASU matter, and to tell you the truth. If they pay people say, I just say they don't call off strike. Wait till this all the year again say, they won't do it, they won't go on 1 day strike, they won't just go protest for 1 day. Making up say this 1 day will come lead to another multiple days or months and all that. That fear of students sitting back at home again and waiting a lot of our callers no one experience. Because, of course, if they talk, say, education are the key rock of every nation's development, how come would they allow our own, they decline to this point? Okoro calling us from Jos. Welcome to us, the Hot.
Okay, I'm still holding on.
Yes, talk to us, Okoro. Okoro, they hear us talk, would they hear you?
Yeah, Okoro been saying they hold on. Okoro, we thank you for your patience. Oh, yeah, talk. We don't connect you now.
I am very happy to hear from you people. I've been listening to you people since.
Thank you. Okoro?
Yes, my brother. I want to talk about this lecturers issue.
Okay.
That they give them money for chewing stick.
Will they hear you?
Because why I'm saying this is that after all that they are doing by giving them this money for chewing stick, and all your presidential aspirants, their children will go to abroad to school. When they finish schooling, the children, except if they are going to stay over there, they will not come back to Nigeria. All these ones that they put at the street, the ones that will follow them by stone will follow them. The one that will follow them with them gun will follow. The one will follow with cartridge will follow. What is our country doing? Do we have leaders? We don't have leaders. What we have is chain of armed robbers. I believe that they are hearing me. Because if we have leaders, they will be able to consider those that they are leading. Imagine lecturers that have been able to return them back to the office. Those are the people that they are giving salary of 2 weeks after 8 months.
Hello, Koro. Okay, Ibila said don't lose that call. But we'll get Yomi from Kaduna standing by. Good evening, Yomi. Welcome to us, the Hot. That's what Tilo. Well, make you no go, we don't go low actually, but our telephone line still did very much on. I mean, I still call us, I contribute, because as I talk, this matter serious, and that's why people they actually there emphasize on them, or to say they don't want to see another ASU strike happen again.
Uncle, if you hear what Okoro talk, Okoro been described the money when they pay them
chewing stick
as money to buy chewing stick.
Hey!
And if person think I'm well, it's supposed they break person heart. You know why? All the people who don't call us, don't tell us, say education is the bedrock of a nation's development.
Yes.
Meaning say now the foundation on top of which every country stands. And any country we want to develop, their people must sabi something because education, they break you from the shackles of ignorance. Because they empower you to sabi things. It's not supposed to be like that.
Hello?
Hello there.
Yeah.
Good evening. Talk to us.
Good evening. Yeah. I want to talk about the ASU strike.
I have fire on. They hear you.
Okay. My own I'm saying is that the government, on their own aspect, they should consider that the brain they have, the knowledge they have, who made them to be there today. Then up to date now, we are talking of say they send their own children to abroad to go and school. We should forget about it. They send their own children to abroad to the school. If they did not, if the lecturers in the abroad there, if they did not pay the lecturers, they can lecture the students.
At all.
So these are the reasons that we should consider these lecturers so that our children to have a good education. Because without education, where are we going? At least there is a minimum level that man will be to go to that level they are today. Without school, without education, you cannot be there. How matter is it? So they need to try as soon as possible to listen to the cries of these lecturers. Lecturers are there that one that lecture them they become a government of control of today. And today now they are looking at themselves as the organ on their head. They can control them. They forgot that a father that is not a child will grow higher than his father. How matter is it? Father will only pray for a child to grow bigger, but it never has given the child opportunity to say today, the level I am, my father is not there. So you'll be looking at your father downward. It's not good. So they should consider the lecturers and please, and call them, let them, that one day strike they were trying to go, let them stop it.
Very true. Oga Patomi, thank you very much for your contribution. You not talk say negotiation I be kokome problem no day. Abel, they call us from Benue. Abel, welcome to Aside Hot.
Abel, you there? Stephen. Stephen, your TV there on.
Good evening.
Stephen, good evening.
Hello.
I talk to us, we will hear you.
About this lecturer matter.
Yes.
This our lecturer, this our government, and not the try for us at all. Now this lecturer make them what they do where they did. So why they not go pay those lecturers, make them lecture the students very well. So we tell they pray for Nigeria, everybody open their eye. Make them wise, make them guide their PVC, make them vote for the right candidate. We will come out for this mess. So now I want to contribute with that, and I thank you.
Very true. Oga Abel, thank you very much for your contribution. And thanks to everybody when we say call to talk their mind on top of all the tori when we say we nakuna. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 7 we go reach 8 o'clock. Now with the open market here. They discuss all the action to the way they come out smoke inside Nigeria political boxing ring. We they talk and say Nigeria and our country no go spoil. Make we join our hand together to move this our country go the permanent site. One thing where una mind suppose rest on top and say, me and my uncle, Nkubi, go do everything what we do to you see say, all the things where they come out smoke inside Nigeria political boxing, we they open up, make una see the fire when they inside, and make una make the right decision. Uncle, I want to promise you from today that together we will work as a family. You be my uncle, me being your nephew, to achieve all the greatness.
I don't know when I get sister we born you. So I don't know.
I say you are my papa. You are my papa.
No. We're not related. So as Oga Stephen talk, you are my junior brother.
Yes, and now, but I didn't make clear say
so
you be my uncle.
On behalf of my humble self and my junior brother,
no, you're my uncle
we will
and
come back here
myself.
on Wednesday again with another Bonga edition of Aside Hot. So once again, thank you very much for having us and my junior brother.
Yes,
bye.
Uncle, thank you. God bless you for giving me this opportunity.
Uncle,